Have you ever regretted speaking up for yourself? Have you ever wished you had spoken up when you haven't? Hello! This week, I want to talk to you about how to speak up, when to speak up, and more importantly, why you should speak up, and it's not what you think it is. Stay tuned. Hi, it's me, Melody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to talk to you about holistic self-care, ways to take care of yourself that honor your mind, body, and your heart. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it with somebody. This week, I'm going to talk about self-advocacy in terms of speaking up for oneself. So we're going to break up this video into 3 sections: the how to speak up, the when to speak up, and the why to speak up. This video will be most useful to those of us who are people pleasers, recovering people pleasers. Hello! These are the steps that I follow now for a much easier life. For people who have lived through trauma, for empaths, for highly sensitive people, for anybody who wants to get along with people better. This video is for you. So like this video if that sounds good to you, share it with someone who may benefit, subscribe to my channel for more juicy self-care tips that honor your heart as well as taking care of your mind, your body. Here we go. All right. First step in how to speak up. If you're uncomfortable, say so. Know yourself, but speak up in a kind way. Speak up in a polite way. You want to be specific and you want to keep it about you. That's the first thing. So speak up, be specific, keep it about you. Don't overgeneralize, don't blame it on other people. Don't. I'm going to give you an example at the end of these little steps. The second step to this is to speak your needs with a calm, collected vibe. Keep a cool head. The third step here is to follow through, have a solution, stick to it, honor yourself in this self-advocacy. So if you're speaking up for yourself, if you are owning it, be ready to take an action. Be ready to take care of yourself like you would a younger sister, younger brother, someone that you really cared about, maybe your grandma, you know? Be prepared to take an action that is respectful to yourself. All right, so here's a scenario. Let's say you're at a party and you arrive with your friend and you start to feel uncomfortable. First step is to speak up, but don't blame the other person. Be specific with what's going on to you. You know, this music is giving me some kind of anxiety. The bass is like triggering something. Maybe you just say, you know, I'm starting to get like a knot in my stomach. I'm starting to feel kind of nauseous. I'm getting a little bit weirded out. These people feel sketchy. That's number one. You could say, to me, I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable. That person might get defensive. They might be like, what do you mean? You know, we just got here. Just own it, right? Own it for yourself. Don't blame that other person. I'm just not feeling comfortable here. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you. I see Vanessa, I see Rebecca over there. I'm gonna like leave you guys. Maybe wait with me while I catch an Uber, something like that. Offer a solution. This happened just the other day at my house. My husband and I were settling down with dinner and he had on some music. He had something on YouTube. It was triggering anxiety in me. The bass actually was triggering anxiety. I'd had a long day. I had a rough day. We're back at work this week. I'm doing distance learning. I'm taking care of my 9-month-old at the same time as I'm teaching, and I have 212 students I'm responsible for online. I'm going to make a video about that, comparing in-person teaching to regular teaching. Self-advocacy, yo. Oh man, I'd much rather be at school and have things be safe, but they're not. So at any rate, self-advocacy is a theme all the time for us, right, you guys? So back to the dinner example. That was giving me anxiety, this music, but my husband's really into this artist right now. So when I started saying it, you know, honey, can you turn it down? It's giving me, you know, some anxiety, that bass in there. You know, he was like, oh. And I said, you know, I do like this music. It's pretty cool. Maybe if this were in the morning and I had energy and I hadn't had a bad day, I'd be really digging this. It'd be really, energizing, but it's just not working for me right now. Do you mind if we turn it down? And because I explained and offered a little background and owned it for myself, it wasn't his taste. Once he understood that, then it was like, oh, you know, sure, no problem. So if you explain yourself, you don't blame the other person. I didn't say, honey, why do you always play the crappiest music? I didn't say anything like that. But when we have anxiety, we tend to try to blame the other person. So know yourself, and when you speak up for yourself, keep it specific. Don't blame anybody else. So that's step one in this, in how to speak up. Step two, speak your needs in a calm, collected vibe. Can we turn the music down? It would just be really nice. My head is kind of pounding. It's making my stomach tight. I feel like I might have anxiety right now. And third step though, if my husband was like, honey, it's just like, it's so low already. What do you mean turn it down more? Then I need to be prepared to take care of myself and say, okay, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna step out for a couple of minutes. I'll be back. I needed to take an action step, much like that example at the party. It's not your friend's fault that you feel like it's sketchy or that you're uncomfortable. Speak your needs. I think I need to go, offer a solution, but be ready to follow through. Be ready to honor yourself and take that action step. Treat yourself like you would want to take care of a younger brother or sister. Respect yourself like you would respect someone that you absolutely care about. All right, that's that last step. So follow through. The second part of this video is knowing when to share. Sometimes we can speak our truth, we can speak up for ourselves, but that person is just not hearing it. It's not your fault. They are in the middle of whatever's going on with them. They're in the middle of their own turbulence. So it's kind of like what it says in the scripture in the Bible. Don't cast your pearls among swine. So maybe you don't want to share some vulnerable information to people when they're not going to honor you for it. Maybe you don't. So what can you do instead? You're going to figure out when to keep your mouth, I don't want to say shut, but in essence, you're going to figure out when it's prudent to share and be vulnerable or when it's not. So sometimes even in our families, it's just not the best time to say, I have anxiety, this is upsetting me. If that other person is in the middle of their trigger, maybe it's not going to go well. Maybe they're just going to answer you like that. But maybe it's worth a shot. You could say, I know we're fighting right now and it feels like I can't breathe. It feels like there's an elephant sitting on my chest and I just really want to run away. This argument is really bothering me. Share your symptoms with that person. Maybe they feel the same way and that's going to de-escalate things. That tends to be my tactic. I go out on a limb for people I love. Maybe you're the same way. Give it a shot. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you are the same way. But if it's people you don't really care about, maybe it's not worth sharing your truth with them. So what can you do? Instead of speaking up, maybe you hold that private information and maybe you just excuse yourself. I'm kind of tired today, so I'm just going to leave the party. Wow, work was nuts. I thought I could hang longer, but I'm just really tired. I think I'm gonna, catch that Uber and get out of here. Oh, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. That's self-advocating, even if you're not going to give them every last detail as to why you want to leave. It's still taking care of you. You're still honoring yourself by taking an action that feels better, okay? So remember, sometimes it's just not prudent to share. Weigh that out. Are those people worth it in the long run? If they are, then take a chance. Maybe it's going to create a breakthrough in your house. Maybe you are going to be that wonderful treasure that actually spoke up and you start dissolving the walls of pain, the walls of fear in your home because you were brave enough to speak up. Okay, I commend you. Give it a shot. If it's somebody that you love, somebody that you care about, somebody that matters. Okay, but the third thing is why this counts. Why is it so important to speak up? It's not so you don't lose face, okay? It's not so you look tough. It's not so people don't mess with you. It is because at the end of the day, when you are washing your face, you're brushing your teeth, you can look yourself in the eye and you know that you did right by you. It's not about anybody else. It's about you. It's about your self-respect. So regret is just awful. So don't lash out at people when you're self-advocating. Don't blame anybody. Keep it about you. Keep it about respect. Keep it about love and kindness. But at the end of the day, it's not about what they think. It's about what you think, my friends. It's about what you think. It's about how well you've loved yourself today. At the end of your life, it's not about them, it's about you. So, remember how to speak up, when to speak up, and why. It's because you count. Your opinion is the one with all the weight. And that self-respect, that self-love, that self-confidence, and you taking care of yourself like you would take care of someone very, very special. That's what it's about. And guess what? You are someone very, very special. Don't ever forget that. I'm sending you so much love, so much love. Please join me in wrapping this world in peace and light. And if everybody is taking care of themselves and trying to be as loving and as compassionate as we can, we are going to change things one person at a time. And guess what? If each person is doing their part, if each person is working on self-respect and self-love and being kind to one another, we're gonna make waves, you guys. Wishing you, again, so much love, so much peace in your life. Be well, stay safe out there, and I will talk to you very, very soon. From my heart to yours, many, many blessings. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Again, thank you for your patience with this situation, my video being late this week because school has been a handful and it hasn't been quite an easy week, but I'm here. I'm here and I'm self-advocating. So I think a piece of fruit fell out of my other fruit tree. It scared me.